Okay, Falcons fans, you have to forgive me. I'm gonna toot my own horn on one thing, and I promise I'll let it go. In all but one of my schedule predictions videos heading into the season, I kinda have been saying that the Falcons are gonna lose to the Seahawks week one. We're not very good on season openers. I seem to never have any agreement on that with Falcons fans. All I'm gonna say is, told you so. Anyway, what's going on, Falcons fans? Logan here. Welcome back to Rise Up Rundown, and if you're new here, welcome. The Atlanta Falcons did lose their 2020 season opener to the Seattle Seahawks, and while the score might look close, it kind of wasn't. In reality, Russell Wilson became a chef, and he cooked our ass. On the bright side, we have a Week 2 matchup versus the Dallas Cowboys. And history as of late for the Atlanta Falcons shows that while they might always suck in week 1, apparently they always win week 2. I don't know why that is. I mean, if you look back, we beat the Raiders week 2 of 2016, then we beat the Packers week 2 2017, Panthers week 2 of 2018, and then last year, Eagles week 2 of 2019. Doesn't matter how many good teams there are we're facing. Apparently we always win. Anyway, let's get straight into what happened during the Seahawks game starting right now. Before we begin, I should probably tell you how these game recaps are going to work here at Rise Up Rundown. And if you were here to see how my game recaps worked last year, you will notice that nothing has changed this year. We are still going to go over what went good during the game for the Atlanta Falcons. Then we go over what went bad during the game for the Atlanta Falcons. And number 3 is other news. So maybe one of our players got injured and we have to talk about that. Or maybe one of our divisional rivals lost and it gives us a better chance of clinching a spot in the playoffs. Just something that involves the Atlanta Falcons that is very important. But it did not happen during the game that we watched on Sunday, if that makes any sense. So let's get into what went good during the game for the Atlanta Falcons versus the Seattle Seahawks. I thought that Matt Ryan looked good. He went 37 for 54, 450 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Now, granted, maybe one of the scores and also the interception were in garbage time, but still, though, I thought that Matt Ryan looked really sharp. A lot of the throws he made, it was really just Matt Ryan being Matt Ryan. Really good throws on the deep throw, if that makes sense. And then I don't know, I just thought Matt Ryan, plain and simple, I don't really know how to say it. I just thought Matt Ryan looked really good during this game. Maybe a couple plays kind of had me scratching my head a little bit. There was one throw on 4th down to, I believe, Calvin Ridley on the out route. I think it was like a possible scenario where we could have like kept us in the game, and Matt Ryan just, I don't know, that was just a really terrible throw. So don't get me wrong, there were a couple weird throws from Matt Ryan, but overall, man, I thought he looked really good. His deep ball accuracy is still sharp. So I thought Matt Ryan was just fantastic. Another thing that went good was both Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley. No need to really explain how Julio Jones went. 9 receptions for 157 yards. Somehow no touchdown. Haters are going to say that's not a surprise that he didn't have a touchdown. But I mean, whatever. I mean, Julio Jones had really good catches. He's just being Julio Jones, simply put. Calvin Ridley really did good in this game. Statistically, he did a lot better than I thought he did. He had 9 receptions for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, I did not think he did that freaking good, but apparently he did. All I'm going to say is, though, for Calvin Ridley, there were some plays, I'm like, oh my gosh, dude. Like one of them, he didn't run out of bounds to stop the clock. I mean, I don't think it mattered in the end, but because I think the Seahawks had a flag and we had a first down anyway, but still, like, oh my gosh, Calvin Ridley, run out of freaking bounds and stop the clock so we can kick the field goal, dude. Like, stop trying to be cute. Like, and then there was another play, oh my gosh, I can't remember at the top of my head, where I was kind of like, Calvin Ridley, oh my goodness, what are you doing? I thought a couple times he was kind of trying to be cute, but in the end, man, Calvin Ridley was doing good. So I got to give credit to them. Another player that I didn't mention in this video yet was I thought Russell Gage was pretty good in this game, but he still needs to prove a little more to me to show that he is a capable wide receiver number 3. It is only one game that I saw from him to where he was really good. Another thing that went good was Todd Gurley. Now, he didn't do like that good. He only had 56 yards and 1 touchdown. But I don't know why they didn't give it to him a lot more. They tried running the ball with Ito Smith and Brian Hill. That didn't go anywhere. I thought they should have gave it to Todd Gurley a lot more because when Todd Gurley was out there, he seemed to do really freaking good. So I thought Todd Gurley looked really good. That first touchdown he had, man, whoever doubted that he can't play because of the arthritis injury, I ask kindly that you get out. Like, he can clearly still play even with the arthritis injury bothering him. So I thought I was really happy for Todd Gurley there. And then the last thing that went really good was the pass rush, man. The pass rush was really freaking good. I couldn't find the pressure rate for the Falcons during this game. I don't know why, I just couldn't. But the only thing I could find is that they did have 3 sacks in this game, which is pretty good if you're trying to contain Russell Wilson, I guess. But we'll get to how he kind of burnt us in the end anyway. But yeah, the pass rush, man, that looked really freaking good. Grady Jarrett is a monster. Dante Fowler didn't look as good as I wanted him to be, but it's only week 1, no need to freak out. But the player that I want to talk about is Takk freaking McKinley, man. Woo! Takk McKinley looked really freaking good. Finally. I feel like, to be honest with you, there's some people kind of downgrading the success he had in this game. Yes, I do agree that it was kind of just, a terrible play on the Seahawks offensive line for Takk's first sack of the game. But, I mean, even still, man, oh my gosh, don't discredit it. Like, hype him up, man. He doesn't do anything for the team as of late. Give him a freaking chance. Hype him up. But anyway, man, I really love Takk McKinley in this game. I just thought the pass rush finally looked good. If we continue to play like that, I think our pass rush can be a top 10 unit. Maybe top 5, but I think that's a little bit too optimistic there. Let's just stick to top 10 to top 12. If they continue to be this good. But we have to talk about what went bad during this game because there are some bad things that went bad. The first thing I want to freaking talk about, whoa, that offensive line was terrible. We only had 72 rushing yards. Now, I know earlier I mentioned that Todd Gurley looked good, and he did, in my opinion. I don't know why they limited him because they tried to run it with Brian Hill and Ito Smith. As you can see, that went nowhere. So the offensive line needs to get better at running, or run blocking, I meant. And they also let up 2 sacks. Man, that offensive line was horrible. It was kind of unproven from the start. I mean, we had questions at left guard. Chris Lindstrom and Caleb McGarry are rookies. It was a question mark from the start. So I guess we shouldn't have expected it to be good right off the bat. But this offensive line needs to step up, because it was really limiting our chances of winning against the Seahawks. Another thing that went bad, and this kind of went just as expected, the secondary is a problem. Russell Wilson went 31 for 35, 322 yards, and 4 touchdowns. That picture right there that I'm looking at, that DK Metcalf caught on the touchdown on 4th down, that totally just ended it for us. Isaiah Oliver has to get better. Again, man, he showed flashes, but flashes are not good enough. You gotta be consistent the whole game. AJ Terrell is still a rookie. We have to give him time. Kendall Sheffield was injured. But, and then Ricardo Allen didn't really do good either. That is really scaringly proving my point that he's overrated. But anyway, now one player that I thought did look okay was Keanu Neal. Like, he had a couple good plays, but either way, man, this secondary was not very good. Yeah, we need to improve on that. And the last thing that went bad, Do I need to say it? Do I need to explain it? Falcons fans, say it with me. Dirk Cutter. Whoa, dude. You are terrible at play calling. Holy crap, you suck at play calling. You suck, you suck, you suck. But I'm going to give you a chance. Because if we just keep ripping on him, it's not going to get better. So let's give him a chance. I know I literally just said you suck, you suck, you suck, and then now I'm kind of hyping him up. I had to let it out a little bit, man. You really haven't done anything good for the Falcons so far, but let's keep believing in you. For now. So, anyway, in other news, the Saints are the only NFC South team to win in Week 1. Which is actually kind of good news for the Falcons. We currently sit 3rd place in the division, just ahead of the Buccaneers and right behind the Panthers. Obviously, that is not going to play out throughout the season, or at least it shouldn't. I don't think the Panthers are going to be 2nd place in the division. Are you kidding me? So, yeah, I think that's actually good news, because, the rest of the divisional rivals didn't win either, except for the Saints. So we have a better chance of, at least getting 2nd place, I guess, and just getting a better shot of clinching the playoffs. And then the other thing is that, hey, it's only Week 1. It's only Week 1, Falcons fans. No need to freak out just yet. Even though we did get, blown out, I don't think it's time to freak out just yet. I still do think we have a better chance of clinching a playoff spot than we did last year. Last year, I feel like it was pretty obvious, we were not going to be good. But this year, I don't know, man. I don't think it's time to freak out just yet. I don't know if the Falcons have been doing this every year, but something I noticed is that the players have been tweeting, hey, man, it's okay. We're going to get better. We're going to get better. I don't know if that's been there for a while and I just haven't seen it, but I think the Falcons still believe in themselves. They're like, okay, no need to freak out. It's just Week 1. So, I don't know. I think that's pretty good news. I think the Falcons are saying, okay, everyone, calm down. It's just Week 1. And that's what I think everyone should think too. In fact, we had a similar score Week 1, 2016 against the Bucs where we lost. Oh my gosh, what was it? 31-24, I think. And this score in 2020 was 31-25. I'm pretty sure that was the score. I can't quite remember, but it was pretty similar. So no need to freak out, Falcons fans. I think we still have a shot this year. We just need to get better. But other than that, let's get ready for Week 2 versus the Dallas Cowboys. We will be on the road, but thankfully there's no fans, I guess. Or even if there are fans, there won't be many. But anyway, let's get ready for that. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you guys with a video this Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. Love and appreciate you all for the support. As always, rise up.